You join me here on my local stretch of river. It's a beautiful winter's morning and I've just come out for a few hours to see what I can catch on some nice simple trotting tactics. I've got a little bit of bait with me, some red maggot and some natural ground bait. So I'm going to try a few different swims, hopefully get a few swims built up and see how many species we can catch. So here's a little trick that I do, especially when I visit this spot, because there's loads of molehills about. In today's cost of living crisis and everything being so expensive, this fresh molehill is actually a real good little edge of what I've been using on the river. It's super heavy, and what I do is I gather some of this and it's nice and fine. If you pick out a few stones, I'll mix some maggots in with this and almost use it as a ground bait to get the bait down to the riverbed quicker. You don't need a lot, and the best thing is that it's nice and free. And yeah, it's a great little edge. Don't have to spend loads of money, and best of all, it's natural. So yeah, great little edge that I use, and it binds up nice as well. It's nice and damp, beautiful. So I've just come to the first swim of the day. What I usually like to do is bunny hop along a few spots. The river's actually running pretty low and clear, so what I start off by doing is trickling in the maggots whilst I set up. I've already put together my rod. I'm just using my go-to 12-foot Acolyte Ultra, and yeah, the nice simple trotting tactics of a stick float. Little size 20 hook and a light hook to nylon. Hello mate, got a visitor. Oh look, I've gone in the bush. Let's get that out of there. Just consistently trickling these in, and then I'll have a little run through and see what's home. It's bouncing that just along the bottom there. I find, especially when the river's running nice and clear like this, the spots that have deeper holes generally fish a bit better. So I'm not expecting too much out of this swim, but where we're after so many different species today, we might get lucky and pull something out of here, like a little minnow or a gudgeon or something. Just trundling that along the bottom there. Stickfish. Look at that. That's one species. Bit of silver birch. Try a little bit further out. A little bit further down that run. Just deepens off as it goes around that corner. What's that? First fish of the day. Minnow. Hey, look at that. Stick him in the net. One ticked off the list. So, just move swim. I only caught a little minnow in the first one. Just bunny hopped down a few pegs. And the river is really slow and low and clear. I can actually see there's a few fish about though. So let's see if we can carry on where we left off with a bite, and see if we can add to this species tally. Oh. Go, just turn that on. Something about being near flowing water. Oh, here we go. What's that? Something a bit better. Oh, nice chub. I'll get the net for that one. Ooh. I could probably swing him in, but with this ultralight rod, I don't want to risk it. Oh, he's taking me in the bushes. Where you gone? Come here, mate. Hey. Nice chub. To go with a minnow. There you go. A lovely chub. They do give a great fight on this ultralight acolyte rod. So 1 minnow, 1 chub. Let's see what else is around. Once I get the swim really built up, what I'll do is I will start adding my ground bait. So yeah, keep fishing, and once I notice that the bites are coming regularly, I'll then start adding the bait, because I know I'll be on a bigger shoal of fish. Another minnow. It's quite a big one actually. Look at that. I'm sure there'll be a few others feeding somewhere along the river. Oh, there we go. What's that? Another little chub. Little chublet. Had quite a lot of these now. Chub after chub after chub, and minnow after minnow after minnow, but it's still been great fishing. So I've fished quite a few swims along this stretch, and I've caught lots of fish. I've caught many chub, many minnows. I lost a couple of roach, and I fished every single swim along here. It's generally good for a good multi-species day's trotting, but I haven't managed to pick up anything other than chub and minnows here, although I've caught quite a few of them. So what I'm going to do, just a little 5-minute drive down the road, is another stretch of the same river. I'm going to head there, see if I can tick off a few more species. I've actually fished there before in the past and caught lots of different species of fish, but I'm going to give it a go for the last hour and see how we get on. But yeah, caught plenty, and hopefully there's plenty more to come. I've just got to the other spot, 5 minutes down the road. I'm going to give it an hour and see what happens. I've fished here before and caught lots of different species, so let's see what turns up today. Had plenty of chub and minnows so far, so if I can catch something else, it'd be a bonus at this rate. Another minnow bites the dust. Nice little roach. Oh. Oh, what's that? What's that? Bigger chub. It's a bigger chub. Oh, come here. Whoa. Got something here. Oh, look at that. It's either the gudgeon record or it's a teeny weeny little barbel. Pretty sure it's a small barbel. Got such rubbery little lips. That's what's amazing about this little river. You just never know what you're going to catch, and although it's been tricky, to still see beautiful little baby barbel like that, it just shows you the future maybe is still pretty bright. Go on, mate. Off you go. See ya. It's been pretty productive today. I've had 4 species. And although it was really hard going earlier on, it seemed to have picked up a little bit this evening. Catching that lovely, beautiful small barbel and some nicer chub. I've caught a nice roach here too. So I've had minnows, chub, a nice roach and a beautiful baby barbel. I haven't caught every species that swims in this river system, but it's still been pretty successful, I would say, and a lovely evening's trotting down the river. Just packing up, gonna beat this Friday traffic and get off home.